Okay, I'm back at Scarce Like Hair. I'm gonna go back into the convention center right here. And I'm going to go to a panel, and as you can tell, I'm cosplaying a version of Sucking. Zombie Sucking. With that being said, Branks! There you go. This panel we're going to right here. Spirituality and horror. Let's go.
That now I'm probably more pagan, although I don't find any trouble really kind of reconciling the two, because to me one of them is the religion I was raised with and one of them is a spirituality path. As far as the Roman Catholic community, one of my first, I think it was after my second book maybe, this little 80-year-old nun comes up to me at church, comes hobbling up to me, and she says, "I'd like to get one of your books." And I said, well sister, you know, I write horror, you know, like monsters and blood and guts and stuff. She goes, "Oh, I know, I'm gonna get it for the Monsignor for Christmas." Okay then, excommunication, here I come.
Lots of judgment, but I mean, but part of that is, I consider that more on the church's issue more than on me, frankly, because they also have a strong suspicion of arts in general. And so they have this very fraught relationship with, you know, unless you're, like music they know what to do with, because like, oh, well, you're a musician, well then, all right, well, we know how to use musicians in the church, but you know, well, you're a visual artist, or you're a writer, then it's like, we don't know how that fits in with Team Jesus. And, and then on top of that, to then go, oh, yeah, I write horror. Or as they refer to it, you write those stories. And I'm like, yeah, I write those stories. In fact, I had someone from my old church bump into me recently, like, do you still write those stories? And I'm like, yeah, and I'm paid a lot to write those stories.
Got up on the pulpit a couple weeks ago, was like, I just finished Catfish in the Cradle, and I really enjoyed it.
What?
And I was like, it's gone over really well with 76-year-old church ladies that come up to me, and they're like, I really loved when that guy got his intestines ripped out. It was fantastic. But no, the biggest trouble has come from my immediate family. My grandfather's a pastor, Nazarene pastor. I grew up, and I know I'm my mother's biggest disappointment in life because she wanted me to be a biblical scholar, and now I'm here. So she has more trouble, not with what I write, even though it is dark, but she has more trouble with the profanity I use in my books. And she's like, Connor, Wiley, do you have to use so many, you know, F-bombs in your work? I'm like, Mom, when people are dying, they don't go, oh shucks.
There goes my arm.
So that's more about that.
I never had any trouble. I was baptized and confirmed and married and still attend a Missouri Synod Lutheran church. Now, you talk about a conservative church. They don't like anybody.
So when I first came up, you know, back in the day, so I also had a blog at the time. Oh man, what was that? The Pontifications of the Sinister Minister.
Wow, I feel old knowing things all the time.
Oh man, that was a thing. But I mean, my blog was mostly about race and religion. I mean, that's what the blog was, and I was interrogating, you know, all different aspects of my faith and what that meant being black and walking into different spaces I walk in. And so when I start going to horror conventions, you know, I would be like, oh, so you're that Christian dude, right? And so then I'd be like,
I was gonna say, wasn't it more like, oh, you're the black one?
Right, the black one.
That's what it was first.
Right. And then, so then I like being in a room party. I'm trying to mind my own business, you know, have my, you know, do a little sipping on something, whatever I'm sipping on. And then I realized I'd be herded off into the corner where people would like interrogate me, like, what kind of Christian are you? And like, so then, you know, so it's almost like I had to pass like this shibboleth of some sort, like, you know, are you this, are you this, are you this? And they're like, okay, all right, you might be all right then. And so there was a lot of that at first.
It's over anything
Right,
supernatural.
and so to a point where it's like, you know, here I'm not, you know, I have no hesitation about talking about my Christianity, my spirituality, anything like that here. And I love the conversation. I talk more about Jesus at this freaking con than I do at church. But you know, I get into some of those sci-fi and fantasy conventions, and it's very problematic. Like to where it's like I feel, you know, I don't want to say persecuted is too strong a word, but it's just I know full well You know, if I fly my Christian flag, it's like,
That's true. It's absolutely true.
Okay, I just got back from the panel. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to explore more and take photos. But yeah, I learned a little bit about religion and Christianity and all that garbage. But yeah, off to explore. It's a spider, the itsy bitsy spider climbing up the water spout. Hee.
So I'm right now on the way home. I'm getting
You're welcome. Yes, the back at Steelers room, I bought a little bit of stuff from this convention.
Are you about ready to
I should probably return this spider. This is the weirdest pattern when I'm playing the music. It's Krampus. And thus ends a convention of horror. As you can tell, I'm right near this guy. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna end this off by saying thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. And peace out. Teeter totter, teeter totter. That was the slowest teeter totter I've ever seen. Cool.